Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we'll be going over the update today. Now right away, you can see in my hand here, currently I'm posing for y'all with the new Selio color variant gunblade. I'm going to start the video with a small little showcase of what the color variant looks like with photon arts. And then from there, I will discuss the trades and everything else that was added in the game today. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our showcase here real fast just to show you what the color variants are going to look like for it. So if we was to be resting like idle on the back, you can see this is what it would look like on your back with the color variant. I don't think there's too big of a difference honestly in the color variant versus the normal one whenever it's just a normal action, but when it comes to using the photon arts, you can see it has that nice red and black color coming off of it. It actually looks really good. I'm a big fan of the change of this because the previous one was like a blue color and it looked just like the default PAs. And now it actually looks like quite a bit different, and even like the weapon actions, and here would be like a little ground pound. You can see maybe a couple charge shots, just show you what some of the like photon arts and everything is gonna look like, all the different attacks. Nice big red explosions coming off of my photon arts and stuff. Looks really cool. I bet this is gonna look really nice when it comes to using it for like a launcher laser or something. Now something else of note I want to show you all that I found kind of interesting. I actually have this multi-weaponed with a jet boot, so whenever I go to actually switch over to my jet boot, if I use it, you can see that the jet boot itself just looks like an Selio still, because that's what I originally multi-weaponed it with, but it actually still has the color variant of the PAs. So even though it looks like a regular Selio like jet boot, it actually has the color variant coming off of my Selio, so it's kind of neat. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all where you would go to trade in for the new weapon and also the new armor that's in the game too. Now right away I'm going to mention to y'all, if you want to farm up the materials for these, I farmed the materials for getting the armor and the weapons really fast just by doing like noise implant with the team MPA. I ran with my team Night Arks and we just did like some PSE farming for about 2 hours and I got everything I needed. So it's pretty fast just doing like PSE in the combat zones over there in deck space and also noise implant. You just have to make sure that you do the rank 2 and just PSE farm, killing the bosses and stuff. It seems like every boss dropped like one of each of the new material, and also just like during PSE farming you actually just get them as random drops too. So let's go ahead and jump into the trades here real quick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go over the trade here with y'all. So if you come to the first shop on the left over in Stia Camp, you can go down to the bottom down here, and there's going to be the equipment upgrade augment transfer option here. And we're going to go ahead and choose our Selio gunblade. Now you can see that it has two different options here. One of them you can see in the middle of the screen would require the Selio gunblade. So if you never did upgrade your Selio into a duo Selio, you can just use this trade. Or the other one here is going to be the trade for the duo Selio, which we already have. We already have a duo Selio, so we're going to make sure that we choose this. And then from there, it's going to list our things. Now you can see that it doesn't actually list my weapon here, even though I have one on me, and it's because it's locked. So we're going to go ahead and open up our inventory here, and we're going to unlock our weapon. We usually try to keep everything locked because we don't like mistakes happening, right? So we're gonna go ahead and unlock our weapon here, and you can see that my duo Selio is fully built out. It has the color variant to it, it's fully augmented, everything's done on this thing. It's really like best in slot. It's like pretty badass. So we're gonna go ahead and go back into our options here, and we're going to go to our equipment trade, and we're gonna choose our Selio gunblade. And then from there you can see that now it shows our duo Selio gunblade here in the listing here that we can choose. So we'll select it. We'll select our Evovolts, the Evovolt 1, the Evovolt 2, as well the Prograde grinders. We'll go ahead and go to confirm. Now you can see here on the next screen, it's going to show us everything that we're going to get. So just make sure that you don't rush and hit confirm. Make sure that you're actually getting everything that you want here. You can see all the details in the middle of the screen there. It shows that it's going to be upgrading my duo Selio into the Selio, and it's going to transfer over all of the augments and the potential and just everything that we have done to the weapon already. You can see that that's what we're going to be getting in return, so we're going to go ahead and trade in for this here. And there we go. We should have that in our inventory now. We're going to promptly open up our inventory and lock this right away. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my armors here too. I'm going to show you all. Now you can see that I have 3 Trestasis armors, all plus 90 Orgz's 5, and I've already like made them all like fully like best in slot augmented and everything. Like I have some really top-notch gear here. I just never did actually turn them into those Trestasis armors. But I figured since they made the new upgrade for the armors, I'll go ahead and show y'all what that's like with trading the Trestasis armors into the new ones that they have added into. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the shop here, or the first shop on the left inside of Stia. And whenever we go to our trade here, down towards the middle of the trade here is going to have the armors. Now you can see that the Trestasis armor here has been added, and I'm going to go ahead and go for the VO one. Now I'm going to explain to y'all, if you go to page 2 here, you can actually see what the stats are of all these new Trestasis armors. And they actually have 40 HP, 4 PP is the first version. The Vita version is going to be the HP build one. That one has 80 HP. And then the VO version is going to be the PP build, the photon power build, and that one's going to have 8 PP on it. Now this is the one that I'm going to be going for because I just want to have as much like PP pool as possible. Now sadly all of these still have 6% damage, just like the Trestasis armors and the X-Stasis armors. So we're going to go ahead and choose the Trestasis armor VO here, and this is, now you can see that they actually have 4 different options here for the different trades now. And what's pretty cool is, like, say if you did trade in for a Trestasis armor, you can see now that they have a Trestasis. Like if you look in the middle of the screen there, the target item list, you can see that one of them is going to be the Trestasis armor or the Vita or the VO. And then the last option here, the 4th option, would be the X-Stasis armor as a trade. So no matter which one of these different 10-star armors you have, you can actually upgrade any of them into one of the new ones that we have here. So we're going to go ahead and go with trading in the X-Stasis armor into the Trestasis armor VO. And we can just do that right away, and we can go ahead and choose one of our armors that we already have. And then from there, we're going to choose our materials too. Now on the next screen, just the same as we did before with the weapon, it's a good idea just to double check to make sure that you go to like the page 1 stats here, make sure that you see what you're going to be getting in the screen. You don't want to accidentally trade in your new rare materials on like one of your junky X-Stasis armors or something. You wouldn't want to mess up and accidentally get something wasted in return. So just make sure that you see what you're going to get here on the screen. So we do have a new trade in the game. If you was to go to the first shop on the left and set a central city to the item trader Travis, if you go down to the very bottom, there's the N weapons badge exchange that's been added in here now. And you can see that they have Lux Halfinale in here, as well as Grand Gladius Souls inside of here too. Now, whenever it comes to the Lux Halfinale and the Grand Gladius Souls, you can see that it takes 50 of the new items, the N Weapon Badge A, and you get a hold of these N Weapon Badge A from running the new urgent quest that's been added to the game. It's not exactly a new urgent quest, but it kind of is. So SEGA has added Dark Falz Solus Rank 2 as an 8-player urgent quest to the game, and it's extremely rewarding too. You get, every time that you clear that, you'll get a hold of 10 of those new weapon badge A's, which you can use for the trade. But basically every time that the Dark Falz Solus urgent quest pops up, you want to make sure that you go run that, because you get a hold of those items to trade in for these in weapon badge, and you also get a hold of items to make like Grand Gladius Soul, and you get Halfinales inside of there, Gladius Souls made inside of there. You get a hold of like some fusions and stuff. It's a very rewarding, worthwhile urgent quest to run. You want to make sure that you try to hit that every single time it pops up. It's extremely rewarding. So we do have a new limited time quest that's been added into the game. It's a pretty fun little limited time quest. It's a repeat of one that we had before last year. Now this is a 12-player quest, and this one you can actually do all ship matchmaking on this too. So if you go down here in the bottom right, wherever you start up your quest, there's actually a matchmaking setting here where you can enable all ship matchmaking here. So you can actually play with friends from like other ships and stuff like that. So it's a nice little thing. You can also get a hold of like all the materials to make like Gladius Soul and Grand Gladius Soul and stuff like that too. It's like a pretty worthwhile quest to run. And there's also, you can also get a hold of the new items that you need for upgrading the Selio weapon and also the Trestasis armors too. So it's pretty worthwhile to run that, I would say. It's definitely nice. Now going along with this, there's actually some tasks that we have. There's like a little bit of a campaign for running this too. So if you go to the limited time task, there's actually a whole bunch of new tasks that we have in the game here too. And some of these are pretty rewarding. Some of these will give like star gems and like various little accessories and different things. There's actually some like outfits that you get too. And some of these actually have like really good milestones for giving like Meseta too. Like this one here, for example, doing the limited time quest 20 times will give you 500,000 Meseta, and also it gives you like a couple of outfits and stuff like that too. So definitely go through and check out all the different little limited time quests that we have here. There's a whole bunch of different little limited time tasks for the limited time quest. There's a whole bunch of tasks that we have currently. It's all pretty rewarding, really. Now keep in mind there's also a daily task currently right now for clearing the limited time quest. So currently each day you want to try to make sure that you clear the limited time quest one time, just because they'll give you like a special scratch ticket, and it'll also give you one of these in-augment voucher passes too. So it's really worthwhile to try to hit that per day, and that's going to help you work towards the limited time tasks that we have for that too, which these are going to be lasting until November 19th. So we do have a new mission pass that's been added into the game. NGS Season 38 has been added in. This time around, there's actually some pretty cool little mag device that you can get on tier 30. It's a captain mag device. It looks like a captain enemy from the game. It's a little bitty mag device that'll float around and like open up and everything. It acts just like the one in the field does whenever you stumble across it. There's also a pretty silly accessory that they have in here for a pug mask, like a little pug dog mask. I'm sure people are going to be having fun with that. Just be sure to go through and check out the mission pass. There's quite a bit of good little stuff inside of there. There's also some really good capsules and various things too. Definitely be sure to try to pick up a gold portion of the mission pass. You can get that for 100 star gems from the star gem shop, or if you're a premium user, it just automatically comes with a gold portion of the mission pass already unlocked for free. It's included with premium. So we do have a new AC, support scratch item select November 24th. It's been added into the game. So another one of those support scratches has been added in. And this time around they have a whole bunch more of those addies inside of here to get a hold of. Now they actually do have, inside of the scratch prize list bonus here, there's actually an augment transfer pass that you can get inside of here too. Now it's going to take 50 scratches to get a hold of this, but it's an entire fully made in augment transfer pass. So the Arks record ranking for this week is going to be over in South Selio. It's going to be the Wild Rush Cocoon, and this is going to be for all classes. This one actually has a little bit of like killing to it and stuff. So if you open up your world map and you go down to South Selio, you can see right here with the little king crown on it, it says Cocoon at the top of Mount Pacult over here. Wild Rush is where you would start it up. So make sure you go over there and do one run of that this week. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. What did y'all think of the new Selio weapon? Do you like the color variant? Myself, I'm a big fan of this red. I thought it was really nice. But let me know down in the comments below. What do you all think of it? Anyways, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.